Josh, man. Stay up. Keep your head up, man.
Church, preach, any man.
Get to work for that money,
Y'all
man.
live
You
on
got
the
to get
G
that
Code
money,
Daily
man.
Show, man, with G God the
Number
Governor.
love.
We live, Jack.
Live with the
You
action, man.
you in another world. And y'all, we live on the G Code Daily Show, man. You did, man. You understand? Some more.
Sit here. Sit the fam right here. Maybe I can do this.
It's just some more. You can't rotate them.
It'll rotate your phone.
You can't rotate those.
Okay, well, that's just you, huh? You got that,
man. Hey, man.
That iPhone bullshit.
When you're a street nigga and you've been in the streets all your life and you've seen a lot of plays and a lot of wish-washy shit go on, you see a lot of foul shit, and when stories come out, you like some people listen. Some people look at stuff and hear things at face value, and then some people when they hear things differently from the way other people hear it. You know what I mean? And when you a street nigga and you being in the streets all your life, you come to a point when certain shit go down and you hear it, you start to hear the bullshit in it versus to actually hearing the real shit of actually what they saying. You know what I mean? And I know if everybody on here probably been paying very close attention to everything that's been coming out of everybody's mouth. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
From his buddy that owned the store with him. You dig what I'm saying? To the people that's crying around him. You know what I mean? And like you say, we try to cover all four corners. That's right. Tony Parker. Shout out to Tony Parker. Shout out to Kenneth Glenn and Fax Emerson. Man, church to y'all, man. Salute to everybody tuning in. I'm giving y'all shots out too, man. I know you got people over there.
Yeah. Renee, Ja, Red.
But when you listen to the stories that's being said, I hate to say it, but I think all of them had something to do with Nipsey's murder. I think everybody that was sitting out there has something to do with that murder in some shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
Tony Parker always thought that was an inside job. So I always thought that was an inside job. I don't know. And the more and more that I hear stories, the more and more it sounds like an inside job to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being for real. It don't. Nipsey Hussle's murder was not the traditional gangbang, disrespect murder. You know what I mean?
Right.
That wasn't.
Do you think it was? Well, how far do you think that go? Do you think that was like sanctioned by some government, or you think it was just sanctioned by the hood?
That was some hood. That was some hood shit. And the thing is that when you see inside jobs, murders that happen in your own neighborhood like that, it's easy to start to think the government too. Why? It's easy to think the government because it's orchestrated, and we all know that when the government do murders, it's orchestrated. All of their murders are orchestrated. The government don't do murders that's not orchestrated. They just don't do that.
Right.
And when gangs do it, when gangs start orchestrating murders, that's why it starts to resemble some government shit because it's organized.
Right.
Most murders in gangs is mostly did through temperament, mad, you know, it's done, and you could tell that this murder was framed to look like that.
Yeah, money, all that shit.
It was framed.
But okay, what's the reason? Why do you think they killed him? Why do you think that he was murdered by his homies in the hood?
Money.
Man.
Money. I don't even think all this shit about it's jealousy. They was jealous, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I believe them niggas was jealous in the hood.
Did he owe somebody?
Oh no, he ain't owe nobody. They wanted money. And I think they need to look at his business partner more. I think they need to figure out what's going on with his business partner.
Right.
What do his business partner
have to
gain off of this? Right. Then why do you only using the camera's view? I still think the government sent that man to knock off Nip. Police has always had red squad units who specialize in murders and
Like
sabotage.
Red say,
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Inglewood. I agree with that. And look, I'm not totally scratching out that the government wasn't behind the game and behind what was going on. I can't never say that either.
My boy Vern.
You know what I mean? So, but it looked like an inside job, definitely. It definitely looked like an inside job. I mean, that's without facts. That was an inside job.
But okay, I got an OG cat that I fuck with from out that way.
Mm-hmm.
And when it first went down, like maybe an hour or two later, he was putting on his page, hey, they know, like I say, everybody know who did it.
Everybody knew who did it.
You know what I'm saying?
Inside job.
And you had that one nigga, it's supposed to be the same nigga that posted that he just shot Nipsey Hussle and all that on IG. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now them OG niggas over there just saying the nigga was just jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like on some old,
some things be
pissed
more
off, like it was just that simple.
Some of them, but
it was an argument that went bad. Nigga came back and killed him. It was that simple.
Yeah.
Maybe we looking too deep into it.
Some of them OG niggas be so out of tune on what's really going on with them niggas anyway.
Yeah.
Because see, what happened is okay, let's just face facts. Nipsey Hussle wasn't just the biggest OG over there. You know what I mean? He might have been the nigga
what's going on with it?
Nipsey Hussle might have been the one with the money. He might have had a bag on him, but definitely there was OGs over there in that hood that had been put it down in that hood way harder than him.
What's up,
was way more stronger than him in the hood. He just had the bag. You feel what I'm saying? Because truly, if Nip was the main OG over there in the main, he wouldn't have got hit like that. There's some OGs over there that's not going to get hit like Nip.
Right. But the OG status we were talking about before is getting watered down.
Yeah, I understand that. I know that. I know
the
that.
words of these OGs,
I understand that.
Don't mean nothing no more to a lot of these young cats.
Well, they might have had an OG sent the hit on Nipsey.
Could have been. It could have been. It's a lot. It's a lot of angles it could have came from.
See, once you start getting that bag, you might be that nigga. But once you get that bag, you're not gonna be that nigga that's with them niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You just gonna be that nigga with the bag. Yeah, he's part of the hood, but he ain't with us.
Yeah, but perfect example, he already have a meeting with polices and shit. I'm quite sure a guy like Nipsey Hussle don't want to be sitting in the room when they breaking down keys. He don't want to be around you niggas when y'all doing your drug deals and all that.
He probably had to do it.
Because a nigga on that level, you don't want to be around that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you reach a certain level in the game anyway. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't believe he was but just because you not in there when they breaking down the keys and stuff doesn't mean that you still not, part of the hood and you still not.
And my man said something made a lot of sense on here. I'm reading y'all. I'm actually reading y'all post on here. And it said, I believe,
and the man, what's
his
going on, fam?
Paid for his defense. I definitely believe something that went on with that one. Hey man, this with all due respect, I truly believe that this was an inside job for one person. That the killer he orchestrated. Wow.
But the nigga grew up over there with them. The nigga been around them. You know what I'm saying, for a long time.
Yeah, he been around them for a long time.
Niggas get mad. And you get a lot of shit. I got a lot of homies that lost their life in the hood by niggas we knew. You know what I'm saying? And it was just that simple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of times it's the nigga that you know or know of is the nigga that kill you in the hood. It's rare. It's a nigga from way yonder coming over there just murking a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But what they doing, they taking in this man's background, who he was, his background, what he has done now, and now the after effect. He got the same lawyer that was the prosecutor in the O.J. Simpson case.
Right, dude doing it for publicity.
He turned himself in to the mental hospital.
If it's that nigga,
you feel what I'm saying?
If it's that nigga that was doing O.J. Simpson case, that nigga, the black one, that was prosecuting it, That nigga doing it because he needs some type of publicity.
Yeah,
right
he wants
now.
some publicity.
He needs some type of action right now.
He might be over there on pro bono.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he ain't
He over
doing
there
that
on
shit
pro
for no
bono.
money. He doing it for action.
Oh,
right
I believe
now.
you didn't do it.
He trying to see. He realized it's a big case, like OJ case. People gonna watch how he get prosecuted. So him being in the courtroom with all them cameras is gonna benefit his firm.
Hey, he said Nipsey's store was raided a few times over the years. You know, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be for real with you. I really think that was a conspiracy against his hood. I think his hood took him out. took him out.
Look, perfect example. Nipsey got one of them hotspot stores. Like he said out his own mouth. It's been plenty of fights and shootouts right here.
Yeah.
So it lets you know where he was at. He in the hood, where all the bullshit go down. And he, no matter what OG status he had, he said out his own mouth, him and his brother had to shoot out with niggas and all this shit and fight with niggas in that same spot.
Yeah.
Where he got killed at. It's just like we from the west side.
I just don't think
that's just like opening up a spot right there on fucking Cicero and Madison. You know what I'm saying? Or on Pulaski, some fucking where
I don't think he acting alone.
And shit always going down. We on Lake and fucking Laramie somewhere. You know what I mean? Shit always going down.
Right.
Motherfucker get killed right there. You can't be like, oh, that was it. That was government. No, whoever. Motherfucker got to respect it because them spots, he was in the hot spot.
Yeah, he was.
He was in the spot where the shit go down at. That's one of the spot niggas like us go down there and go shopping and fuck around and get into some niggas. I still feel like
it was more than just him in his hood that knew about that murder. I feel like it was way more than just him.
What's going on, fam? We got Charlie Brown tuning in.
I feel like
got Cuzzo tuning in. What's going on?
Yo, Ash Green Church, big girl boss of people got to do better. Yes, that's true.
George,
I feel like that he wasn't the only one that knew that man was gonna get murdered, right? I feel like it was all a setup where it was his bodyguards. I understand he is in the hood, but at the same time, hey, listen, Tony Parker, on his page, the Bodyguard's page, the picture that's floating around with everybody circled around, they circling the boy on the picture. If y'all seen the picture, they got a picture floating around with Nipsey and all of his crew, and they got the boy circled. Well, on Nipsey's Bodyguard's picture, on his Instagram page, he got the picture up there and said, all of us is family, ain't none of us hurting each other.
Right.
So now you got the Bodyguard defending the dude, basically saying he ain't got nothing to do with this shit, nigga. He ain't do it.
Yeah, I got to see that.
Yeah, it's on the Bodyguard page.
Right.
It fucked me up.
He confirmed that he's the bodyguard that was out there.
Yeah, he confirmed
that he's the one that was out there that day.
Did you see it, Tony Parker? That wasn't even Holder. He said that wasn't even Holder. Okay, Bernard Brown. He said that wasn't even Holder. That they were circling around in that picture.
Oh, okay. So they were circling the wrong picture. So that was the media that got
Holder
that
wasn't
up.
in the picture.
Okay.
Bernard Brown. Church.
So
Church.
So that was the media junkies that got that fucked up. That was the people around here just sending shit around that ain't
just sending and circling the dude picture. Hey, Bernard Brown, appreciate the information, man. Bernard Brown just gave us an update. That picture that y'all seeing circled with the dude, then see, that's why it's good to know these things. His bodyguard said he didn't know Nipsey was going to be at the store, and Nipsey was at the store to help a friend out. And yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
that's what I say. You know, that's a hot area, man. He in the area. He said it out of his own mouth, man. He didn't have shootouts up there and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you got.
Well, that's why I say I believe it was a setup because there was no stop. There was no others. Why nobody up there? If that's a gang lot and this is his lot, why wasn't anybody up there with a pistol? I would never in my life believe that there was not one pistol on that lot with Nipsey Hussle up there.
Because
listen,
he felt relaxed. Nigga pulling up, in and out.
I just don't believe it was not one pistol on that lot.
But you can't tell me that every day of his life he always have a pistol around him, and everywhere he go, he got a pistol around him.
I believe that. Okay, I'll take it back to the days when I was rapping. Remember when we was rapping?
Right.
Did we ever go anywhere without a pistol?
Yeah, we had a pistol, but at the same time, it was time when we just dipped off and niggas just moved. Like he said,
always had that issue.
His bodyguard.
Always had that issue.
So
with
he probably wasn't even planning on being up there that long. Being in that parking lot, probably was indication that he probably was on his way leaving. And just was in a conversation.
Okay, let me ask you this.
You know what I mean?
Could you pull up on Bay Roof in Chicago and ain't no pistols out there?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't never pulled up there that gas station.
You can go to any spot and catch them niggas down bad with no pistols. I don't give a fuck where you
I ain't seen too many of them.
I ain't gonna say you're gonna catch it every day, all day, in day.
Yeah,
but you can go to any spots, you're gonna catch a motherfucker slipping at one point in time or another.
For a nigga to come back on that lot and pop Nipsey in front of his motherfucking store, he knew he had the right of way to do that. He knew there wasn't nothing finna happen. Somebody told him it wasn't no pistols up there. Somebody told him that he was gonna be able to go up there and knock Nipsey off like that and don't have to worry about a thing. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Man, Tweak 82, I agree with you, man. What's wrong with blacks loving one another? I totally agree with that. You know, I was talking to one of my girls today on the phone, and I said, I said, we live anyway.
Hold on 1 second.
They never showed it. Okay.
Hold on, it's giving a lot of feedback.
Yeah. Me and my girl was talking today, right? And she said, she asked me a question in the content of why do blacks do this to each other, and I told her, I said because blacks lack value. I said, I asked her this one question. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, what brings value to anything in this world? I'm asking y'all this too. Everybody out here, you on YouTube and the Instagram world. I'm asking y'all, what brings value to anything in this world? What brings value to anything in this world? Can anybody give me an answer real quick? Even you on YouTube, we see y'all over there on YouTube. Anybody, what brings value to anything in this world?
Well, I'm gonna give you the way I feel about it. Value is always something personal.
Money, love. Hold on, Inglewood said money. Fella B said love. Morals, love, life, love. No, money. No. See, this is where I'm finna. Hey, put your thinking caps on. I'm finna take y'all for a ride real quick. Did you want to say something real fast?
Yeah. Well, this is what I give value to. Value is something that you consider valuable.
Okay.
It's something always personal that you perceive. Value can be to this man of this fucking Pepsi kill you over.
Okay.
It might mean nothing to you.
Now, my brother came the best. He gave y'all the best analogy. What brings value to anything in this world is human beings. Us.
Yep.
Us.
What we bring to it.
Like a person said, oh, you got to value yourself before you can value anything. That's a lie. That's a lie. That was a saying for people with low self-esteem so they can say something to them that sounded cool and sounded slick to bring up their self-esteem. So they say, oh, you got to love yourself before you love anybody else, and you got to do this. But let me tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all this. All right? For the people that don't have low self-esteem, follow me, okay? You have to first love your brother and your sister, okay? You first have to love the people around you. The reason why blacks don't have value, because we don't love one another. See, a black man can love himself. That don't mean shit. Until you learn to love one another is when the power comes in. That's when the strength amongst black people gonna come in. Not from governor loving governor, not from Prince Famus loving Prince Famus. The power and the love and the value comes in when Prince Famus loves me and I love Prince Famus, and Prince Famus love his brother and his sister, his brother and sister love them. That's when value comes in. What you think is value don't have to be value.
Yeah.
You might think you're the most precious person in the world. You might think you're the biggest diamond in the world. But if others don't value as that, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
You're going to be Michael Jackson sitting on stand talking about he raped 8 boys. That's who you're going to be. But if they value you, then you'll be Michael Jackson that say he's acquitted, he ain't done nothing to nobody, and let this man live his life. You have to value others. If blacks want value, we want people to value other races to value us. We got to value each other, man, one by one, individually. We have to value each other as a black man. We got to say, I love you, black brother. I want to see you achieve. I want to see you raised to the top. And if you can't look at the next black man and say these things, then there's a strong possible chance you are the weak link that's going to cause anybody to come in and do anything to our race, even a weak black man. Even a weak black man.
Most upon yourself too, you know, because when
it's the value you put in others.
When you don't love nobody else and you don't have value in other people too, other things come to you
man,
bad too.
Look, if you don't love nobody else, how do you truly love yourself? Think about that now. Let that ponder. Now, it's not for the people with the low self-esteem. They got addicted to, oh, I got to love myself before I love somebody else. Man, let me tell you something. You know how I learned to love? I had a daughter named Brianna Renee. She died. She taught me how to love. I didn't even know how to love. I didn't know nothing about love. Nigga, I was running around here with big jewels on, man. I ain't know nothing about truly loving myself. Then I had this little baby girl. And I raised her. And I looked at this child when she had died, after she had passed, I said, oh my God, I really love this child. And that's what learned me, it bounced back. But you got to give the love out. That's how it comes back on yourself. All this old low self-esteem, brainwashing shit that they've been trying to teach us throughout the years, they did that so you would destroy the next man and have too much love for yourself. Look at niggas. I love myself. Fuck that nigga. Bang! Blow his motherfucking brains out. Too much love for his goddamn self, not enough love for the next man.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Well, you know they say the true definition behind a hero is not one who steps up whenever his life in danger or whenever he's in trouble. Is one who steps up when other people are in trouble.
When other people are in danger.
You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
So,
come on, man.
That's what's supposed to be true essence behind
Terrence,
being a hero. You
having a child does teach you a lot about true love. I dig that. Hey, man, come on, man. Hey, man, I ain't gonna kick no bullshit. I know why blacks in this country don't have any value. I'm just giving you, let me tell you something. Guess what? When the white folks see us as value, what they do? They give us a fucking bankroll, right? Then after they give us a bankroll, they tell us to move in our neighborhood. Come on over here. Get away from them. They don't love you. They're going to kill you in your neighborhood. They're going to murder you. Them white folks going to give Jay-Z a fat check and point out where he need to move to now. Here, move over there. You ain't got to work because you stay over there. You know, they're going to kill you over there. They're going to murder you over there. That's what they're going to tell you after they give the black people that they like, that they see value in. And guess what? Guess what? This is what the coldest part about it. Hold on, let me uppercut you. I'm going to hit you with a few jabs. Let me hit you with an uppercut. Guess what? Guess what? They going to value the shit out of that nigga. Them white folks going to value the shit out of that nigga.
Yes, sir.
Nipsey Hussle could have moved over to the white folks and they was going to value the shit out of him. He would have never died. Snoop been over there in Chino Hills. He ain't got shot or killed in South Central or in Long Beach. Them white folks love him. Niggas love him too. But them white folks love him. Jay-Z, them white folks love him. They make a black man rich, give the black man more value than what we would give him in our hood. You understand what I'm saying? In our hood, we ain't finna value him. We ain't finna get this nigga no value. He ain't shit. Oh, that nigga didn't never sell some. Oh, that nigga ain't shit. But the cracker got the nigga over here rolling out the red carpet for him. Valuing the shit out of that nigga, man.
But us as a race in the community,
don't have no value.
We do have to learn how to know our self-worth. because that's big. Because
our self-worth
when we out there
is dependent on the next black man.
I know, but not really. Not really. Because when you value yourself and you know your self-worth, people around you understanding and knows and understanding and will recognize it as well.
Now they kill you like Nipsey Hussle.
Well, at the same time, knowing his self-worth. His self-worth maybe wasn't meant for him to be standing around inside the hood and that thing to do to the type of guy he was and the nature, you know, who he was and the status he was at.
They murder you.
That's knowing your self-worth and him being on that status. You know what I mean? He had to know his self-worth. And that's the thing about us black folks learning about our self-worth, because learning your self-worth and what you're worth and who you are, it helps you understand other people too as well. And if you understand that you more than just a nigga with a pistol talking shit, get high and all that you more than just that, then you gonna move like more than just that. Because when I was young,
but what's moving?
That's all I thought that I was.
That's living in the
I didn't know my self-worth.
Is that living in the white folks' neighborhood? That living in your self-worth is when you get up there, you got to go move out of the niggas' neighborhood when you recognize your self-worth.
It ain't got to necessarily be out of the nigga neighborhood. It can be a motherfucking mixed neighborhood with different races.
I think as black men, we have been, okay, let's just face facts. Every country on earth was not won through individually. It was won through a group of people. And it's almost like it's almost like playing a one-on-one game and shooting, getting to 32 and patting yourself on the back saying, "Good job, boy, you did a good job." And which don't make no fucking sense at all. You gotta have team. We gotta have family. You gotta have community. You gotta have blacks as a whole giving worth to each other. We have to make each other worth something to each other. We must do this. Because what's going on is, no matter how good we think you are, no matter how much self-worth you build into yourself, like Nipsey Hussle, no matter how great of a person you think you is and what you're doing for your community, at the end of the day, if we as black men don't see the worth in each other, our self-worth alone is not gonna make it. We have to start seeing the real worth in guys like Nipsey Hussle. We have to see the real works in guys like Lil Bootsy. We got to see the real worth in guys like Jay-Z that be coming to the hood and still spending money in the hood. It's not even the guys in high power levels. You got the Sauce Walkers that's got 20 people on his label, showing them, that one man showing them 20 men that y'all are worth something to me, man. Y'all are worth something to the blacks. Y'all are worth something to the community. Y'all are worth something. Because if we don't start treating each other like we're worth something, then we're nothing. It's almost like having $1 million bill. That $1 million bill ain't shit if people, us, don't give it power. People give everything power. People made Pepsi a king, not just the guy that sat in there and mixed, this is really good. Oh, I'm so. Guess what? If we don't see the worth in Pepsi, Pepsi won't sell one motherfucking can. If we don't see the worth in each and every last one of us as black men, none of us is gonna prosper. We all gonna die to the hands of another black man.
That's 100% true. But don't you think the root of that comes with us not having self-worth?
There's no man to give it. We're not giving it to each other. We're not giving it to each other.
Because a lot of people that value themselves, they learn how to value other people.
Man, I take
well.
5. If you take 5 babies and throw them in the wilderness, they gonna act like lions. Wherever you throw them around. You throw them around monkeys, all 5 of the babies gonna start doing what monkeys do. It's up to us. Okay. So when we take these children and they in the hood and they throw these children to us black men, it's up to us to make them worth something. It's up to us to give them worth. It's up to us to show them value.
Right. But you have individual behavior that creates a whole body of the behavior of people. So what it is, when you have the white communities, each individual behavior turns into the community because each one of them as a whole are valuing themselves.
We are a product of our environment.
So they're valuing themselves. So they don't want to go out there and with guns and shooting and killing because they value themselves. They don't want to do jail time. They don't want to.
But who showed them that?
They don't want to do that.
The ones that did that. Who got them like that?
Well, that's just what happens with over the times of the money and being in the areas where there's opportunities relative of, they got a lot of opportunities. It changed the mindset of people when opportunities around.
And because
you got more doors open. You know what I mean?
Because they are being shown, somebody is showing them their worth. Listen, listen. You can have 2 sons. I mean, they talk about this in the Bible, right? The guy with 2, you can have 2 sons, but I'm not gonna go into the word, but I'm just gonna go into the analogy right now. You can have 2 sons, all right? You can have 2 twins, 2 twin boys, and raise your boys up, right? You teach one self-worth, being something, being positive, being that man, and you take this one and beat him up and train him, treat him like shit. Just kick him all in his ass, nigga. Just slap him all upside, punk ass. And then you take this one over to the side and you start to give him understanding of who he is and the way directions we should be moving in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and this is our problem with the hood. I'm telling y'all, this is the problem with the hood. It's because there's not people in the hood that are giving these to our people, to our youngsters. They're not giving this to our youngsters. They're giving them the other side. They giving them the garbage. They giving them the bullshit, the basura. They giving them nothing, filth. Dumpster juice is what we call it. That's what they giving them. I got it. I got a lot of that dumpster juice. It took me to remove myself from the community. I know if anybody on here from Chicago, it took me to leave Chicago to find my worth. And you know what? My worth, I learned that through, sad to say, through the game. Being in the game. This is why I can talk like this today. You wouldn't have got this talk out of me 15 years ago, before I got in the game 20 years ago. You would have got a total different talk. But it's the people that we are around, the people we are surrounding ourselves with, they are not giving our young men worth. They are creating hopeless men. The black men in the community. They are creating hopeless men. They are creating hopeless men. Young men that are scared to be men. Young men that don't want to fight no more. Young men that don't want to be men and stand all the way upright and take care of mama and grandma. That's what you're raising. We raising men that don't value their own race. We are raising men that don't value their own race. And as soon as black men, let me tell you the last thing they want from black men is for us to start valuing each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? As soon as we start valuing each other, oh Lord, amen. Amen. As soon as we start valuing each other, y'all, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I ain't been on this. Yeah, it's a real world out there.
Well, my thing is, we have to value each other.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. That's for sure. You're saying
that's number one.
That's real talk.
Mm-hmm.
I think personally, number one is value yourself. You say valuing others.
Yeah, yeah.
I I disagree with that. I disagree with that on the fact of
because it's all a chain reaction.
I can go with that as number 2, but
it's a chain reaction, y'all.
See, everybody, a lot of the people that does a lot of bullshit, it's because
how do you think we
they
in this position
don't
today?
know how to value themselves.
Let me ask you this: how do you think blacks is in this position today?
Hold on. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. A lot of people that gets into a lot of bullshit because they don't value themselves enough. That's why a lot of the shit goes on that goes on. That young man didn't value his own life.
Why come he didn't?
Because he didn't value himself. Now that's another conversation.
Because somebody didn't teach him.
It ain't so much about somebody teaching him. It's so much about something internal that we born with. You have to learn to learn. You have to learn this on your own, man. Because somebody can tell you. Listen, he can see all these. What you mean? I'm gonna give you a perfect example. You have all these people around in this world living the good life, and you going back and forth with these niggas that didn't teach him enough. Man, watching Nipsey Hussle, that ain't teach him enough. Obviously, that's not what he was on. He was just not valuing his life.
I know you take
him
5
not
babies.
valuing his life took somebody else's life.
Hey.
A lot of guys that's into that shit don't value their lives personally.
You learn by example. Hey, if you take 5 babies and throw them in the wilderness around the monkeys, they gonna be monkeys, man.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, look, you take 5 babies, put them over there with 5 monkeys, they're gonna be 5 monkeys. They're gonna be 10 monkeys in 2 years. You're gonna go and it's gonna be 10 monkeys. That's all. Hey, listen, you are not born with knowledge. You are not born with wisdom. You are not born with education.
That's what, and what you were saying, touching on the point. But I was just saying about he synced it all around him. He see all these motherfuckers living the good life. It's not like he living inside a fucking post-apocalyptic world where everybody's killing each other.
No, but we gotta keep it real,
and all this shit.
Keep it real now.
Man, you can come from that shit and see another side of it.
Before I move
and literally change your life off seeing it.
Okay,
just seeing
listen. Before I moved into big homes, I used to ride by them big homes and do goddamn well. I couldn't get them motherfuckers. Them big old motherfucking matches with the gates
different
open
from everybody. Some people look at them and say, I'm gonna be there one day.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is guess what? It is a few that make it out. I'm not saying everybody's a victim. Everybody's not a victim now. But what I'm saying is this: our communities is a victim not because we don't just spontaneously come with this self-love of worth when we've been beaten down 400 years and then we come out and we living in the projects and your mama fucked up and broke up. That's the problem.
We got to start learning self-love and worth for ourselves.
But that's right. Now I'm glad he said that. We have to learn it. And you have to learn from the men in the community. The men in the community is going to be the first line of teaching you self-worth.
But how's they going to teach you if they don't have it?
That's what we're talking about. This is our whole point. This is what we're talking about. Nobody's teaching it. Nobody's learning it. So niggas like everybody's getting snuffed out and killed and murdered.
Yeah, that's
my point.
Yeah,
that's my point. It's time that people start teaching this in the hood. It's time for niggas to start going to the hood, letting niggas know, man, listen, we can't murder each other. We murdered each other. That's the dumbest. If you really think about it, that's the dumbest thing you can do. Is murder another nigga. That's the dumbest shit you can ever do is murder another nigga, man. I know a lot of niggas got a lot of stuff in order and in line that they can say, oh, no, this is the top. Oh, this is the top. No, this is the top. Killing your own race is the number one dumbest thing that any race could ever do to one another. Period. Say what you want to say.
and then putting yourself. I mean, look.
So if you're killing your own, you know what you is.
I mean, look. The thing is, with that, on top of that, when you do that, you got a double trap. You take one and then you gone. So you got 2 lives.
Look, he said, I learned worth in the hood. Lack of value in self and each other is moneymaker for this system. Jails, gang units, private prisons, church. Hey, look, I'm glad to hear you say that. You had to learn it from somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. And I can tell the way you talk, Mr. Inglewood, that you from the earlier comments. You know what I'm saying? But let's just face facts. It's a lot of guys that don't get taught it. and they learn, they get taught through gang banging, and they get taught through, if a nigga fuck with me, kill him. If a nigga do this, murder him. Kill, bang, don't look at me.
But what is learning self-worth in the hood? What is learning that? How could you consider that you learned self-worth in the hood? What was you taught?
Okay.
I'm not saying it can't be done, but what is it? What did you taught?
If you got positive role models in the hood telling you, listen, make something of yourself. Okay? All right. And let me tell you first, the first law of man is to love your brother. You know that, right? The Bible tell you this, okay? You know the Bible say this. First law of man, okay? You have to love your brother. Love thy brother, okay? I see the hearts going up. Love thy brother now, okay? Now, with that being said, that the first law of man is to love thy brother, meaning love the man next to you, okay? With that alone, it's already showing you self-worth. You are already displaying self-worth by loving the brother next to you, loving that man next to you. Listen, not because he gave you a cheeseburger, not because he loaned you $50, not because y'all done smoked a few blunts together. You're supposed to love your brother in the next to you, your brother, automatically. It's supposed to automatically come. But if you growing up and a dude is telling you you a Crip, we don't like blood, you've already lost self-worth. Immediately, it's been destroyed just by them saying, listen, be a GD and we're going to kill vice lords. Now, I'm not saying that's what gangs do, because we all know that's not what, I'm just saying. But if you came in there and was taught to already hate an opposition of something or dislike an opposition for a certain thing, you've already broke down your self-worth. You're done. I don't care a fuck how high your confidence is.
Yeah.
And when you put your jury on, nigga, your self-worth, how you really feel inside ain't shit.
Yeah.
Because it always gonna feel good to love the next man. You trying to tell me it feels better to love yourself than to love someone else? Sounds a little cocky to me. Sound like somebody need one of them up there.
No, you gotta love your fellow brothers.
What feels better?
Your sisters. You gotta love everybody around you. But when you learn how to also love yourself, you can love better.
Many of the brothers identified with gangs before they identified as a black man first.
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah.
And that already removes their self-worth.
And that's, when you learn how to, like I said, a lot of people out there that do a lot of bullshit.
It feels better to feel someone else.
They don't know their self-worth. They don't have that love for themselves. That's why a lot of them be out here in this shit. Because a lot of people that learn that one essential thing that you do have to learn to survive is learning to love yourself and learning to live with yourself.
Well, fuck
because
that.
You can be your biggest enemy.
You know what? For now,
you can have your biggest war within.
Hey, when me and you see each other, this how we gonna hug each other. We gonna say, "Hey, bro, what's going on?"
No, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. And and this is one of Nipsey Hussle saying, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with the world?
Sure.
Or at war with the world and at peace with yourself. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Would you rather be at war with the world and at peace with yourself? You see what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Or would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world?
Oh, man, I'd rather be at war with myself and peace with the world.
No.
I don't want nobody to fuck me up.
I don't know.
I can sort my own
I'd rather be at peace with myself and war with the world.
Hey, I don't want to offend nobody.
Because you can be your biggest enemy.
I don't want to be offend nobody. Hey, man.
You can be your biggest enemy.
Dirty world. Hey, man, but listen, let me tell you something. We're going to start hugging each other like this when we see each other like this. He going to hug yourself, I'm going to hug myself. Nigga, you going to hug yourself. But, the love is transpired through people, through one another. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what it is. It's transpired through one another, even if you did love yourself, to the point where you bought yourself gifts and roses and, just loved yourself to the death. Guess what? eventually,
that's a different type of. You talking?
No, I'm just saying
type of movement of love.
I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, that love from another person always feel good when it's when it come around. That love from that other person. That love, the love I have for myself, to feel the love from my mama is overwhelming. You feel what I'm saying? And the love that I have for myself, I love myself. But the love I get from my kids, it overwhelms the love that I have for myself. You know what I mean? And I think I love myself even more when I look at my kids. You know what I'm saying? I think I love myself even more when I look at, the love that other has.
Hey, what's up
for
with
me
it,
too?
dude?
You know what I mean? And
going on with it, fam?
It's just, he said, being at war with yourself can demonstrate love. Definitely. That's definitely. The Bible speaks of that, definitely. Exactly. Vibration and frequencies. Yeah, uncontrollable. Yeah.
Both of them is equally as important to put out in this world.
That's right.
Because you have to have a balance. And I think
Trilogy.
Starting with yourself can help you love others better. You know what I mean? Because when you don't love yourself, that's when you allow others to come around and do you anyway. And that's your body's a temple. You know what I mean? And you treat it as such, and you treat your body with much respect and love. You know what I mean?
You're motherfucking right.
Because that's the vessel that like I said,
love yourself.
If you don't learn how to love yourself, trust me, you're gonna have hell loving others. Because you're gonna treat them like you treat yourself. And a lot of people say, treat my car like you treat yours.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing that motherfucker treat his car raggedy as hell. And now you finna get your shit treated raggedy as hell too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the life. But that's like a same thing that transcends into life. Mm-hmm. When a person treat their life raggedy, they most likely will probably treat your life raggedy too.
That's right. Ain't nobody. That's
great
right.
chance they're gonna treat your shit raggedy as well.
Right. But if a motherfucker treats your shit good, it's a possible good chance that he's gonna treat himself good. You know what I mean? And then you got some people that treat other people good and treat themselves. You got some people treat others better than they treat themselves.
Right, being selfish. It's aligned with that.
It's almost like you ever seen a dude.
It's aligned with that. They call that selfish.
Like motherfuckers donate 100,000 and don't say who they is.
Right. Yeah, anonymous to anonymous.
You feel what I'm saying? That's a motherfucker that's displaying love to the people. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Much love, people.
And believe it. Let me tell you something. A man that give his love, he will receive it. You feel what I'm saying? But you're gonna receive some hate too. And no matter how much love that Nipsey Hussle would have gave to that hood, no matter how much Nipsey Hussle loved himself, gave the love to the hood, to his community. He gave of himself.
And that's what happened. He gave the hood himself.
You know what I'm saying? He gave to himself.
He gave the hood that love that you talking about, that you got to give his brothers.
Man.
You got to get everybody right.
He gave
it to them.
He gave his whole hood love. And guess what? Due to the fact the mother dudes in the hood wasn't taught self-love like he was taught, they came and murdered him. All of our murderers that's happening to our young black men are black people, men that nobody has taught them self-love. Nobody has showed them direction. Nobody made them understand how important the next black man was than they was.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something. Too much self-love is called selfishness.
That's what it's called.
It's called selfishness. And if you don't learn to give love to others, how in the fuck could you love yourself? There's no display. Things are taught, learned, and displayed. This ain't nothing that, hey, listen, I didn't even learn how to wipe my ass on my own. Somebody taught me that. Somebody taught me how to stand up and piss. Just the motor skills of coming up in life. And that's what happens to a lot of us. We come up in life and nobody is teaching us nothing. Nobody is teaching these young. We looking for them to already have it. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, showing too much love, hey, listen, he said showing too much love can get you killed. But guess what? what the hell you think showing hate gonna get you then? Come on.
It's a balance. Like I was saying earlier
official
in the
Lord face
conversation.
don't make sense now.
Like I said,
to make sense now.
Hey, like I said earlier
if
in
you
the
give out
conversation,
hate, you gonna get it.
Like I said earlier in the conversation, it's a balance, man. You have to have a balance with this.
Yeah, every man gotta have balance.
Hey, man,
every man gotta have balance.
Ran off a balance. You know,
every man gotta
all
have
that
balance.
Selfishness, loving yourself too much. That selfishness ain't gonna get you nowhere. But you gotta love your others too, just as equally as you love yourself. You know what I mean? Love thy neighbor. You know what I mean? God even say that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Do unto others that you want done unto you. You know what I'm saying? This is real. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how can you show loyalty to yourself? How can you show respect to yourself? How can you show honor and dignity to yourself? These are actions that are displayed to others.
No. You can display that to yourself.
Hey, listen. You can go in the room and display all these actions. It don't mean shit what you're going to teach the walls. These are all actions that are displayed to others for others to learn the same thing that you are displaying.
You can do all that to yourself. Because listen, being loyal to yourself is having goals and sticking to them and sticking with them 100%. Respect for yourself is watching what you do to your body and what you put in and things of that nature.
But you can do that.
All those things you have to embody for yourself first to be able to even project it to the world.
All I'm saying is, what good is it to have it if you ain't doing it for others?
Look, I'll give you a perfect.
What good is it to have knowledge if others can't learn it? What good is it to have good manners if others can't use your good manners?
I'm going to give you a perfect example.
What good is it?
Listen.
What good is it to have loyalty to yourself if you can't give it to the next man?
90% of the mothers.
That's all I'm saying.
Not trying to be funny in this sense. 90% of supreme, heavily obese mamas' daughters are heavily obese. Because a lot of them, they going to put them same eating habits on their kids because they're used to eating like that because that's the love they got for themselves. So they don't know how to change that for their kid. And even though they might be killing them, before you know it, the mama 400 pounds and the daughter, when she get older, she almost 400 pounds too. Because the mom don't have that love for herself to change her eating habits. On top of that same love she don't have for herself, she ain't got for her kid as well. She feeding her kid the same shit. When you see good habits, healthy habits from a person, he usually projected on his kids because he want that.
Yeah, that's all I've been saying.
Those healthy habits.
That's all I've been saying. We have to be taught.
The love that they got for themselves, they usually start projecting.
That's what I said. We have
to
be
coming out. When you start having it for yourself, it starts to exuberate.
Now you saying what I'm saying.
To touch others.
Exactly.
Because it has to. It's like an energy.
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you don't have no love for yourself, and
you said, what is knowledge if you can't pass it on?
That hate start to touch people and grab people.
Hey, look. What is the knowledge? What is good manners? What is being loyalty? What is that if you can't give it to the next man? Okay, you might have all these good qualities. But
that's true.
But if it can't be passed to the next man, it's useless.
That's true. But
let me tell you. Go ahead. What was you saying?
That's true, but if you give it to yourself, the next man will give it to you as well.
They was taught by somebody. Hey, look.
It was taught by you.
Hey, that's like my sons, right?
It was taught by you. That's by giving it to yourself.
Yeah, it's like my kids, right? I have to teach them good qualities. I have to teach them how to be loving and love one another, and to love all black people and to be a balance. I have to teach these to these boys. You feel what I'm saying? And so that way, when they leave from here, and they out here in the world, they learn love. You know what I mean? And if I had not been here to be able to teach them, teach them, it's no telling what they can end up in. They can end up in gangs or anything with dudes that's not going to teach them how to be young men and how to love other black men and to love their race and be proud of being black. They might teach them, man, no, you got to love this Crip gang, or you got to love this Blood gang, or you got to love this GD thing, or you got to love this Vice Lord thing. They're not going to teach them that, no, man, you got to love all black men. You feel what I'm saying? They're not going to show them that. But so that's why I say that it's up to all the OGs, everybody out here, to preach this to one another. If you know you got a homeboy that's getting ready to go out here and jack some more homeboys, hey, come on, man. Slow down. You're going to go out here, rob some niggas, might end up in the penitentiary or might end up in dead. You got 2 against 1. One, you might get a lick, or either you can end up dead or in the penitentiary or paralyzed. You got more against you than for you. You can wake up some of these young dudes out here. We ain't got to send these young niggas off. It could be a whole lot of Nipsey Hussles in the neighborhood. Everybody putting their tools and fuse together, opening up stores and employing young black men and women and single mothers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's left up to us to be examples to these people and show them, man, that we have value. If you born into a world, why you think all the white folks that's born look at niggas like shit? They're born into a world where they already taught that we don't value each other. Oh, those are just niggas. They don't value each other. You don't have to value them either. They're niggas. They are born into a world of black men are not valued. We are even born in a world as black men to know that we are not valued. We have it understood. We know the police killers. We know they sent us to the penitentiary for no reason. We know what we going through. But if them people see all of us treat each other with value, they'll have value.
Right. That's right.
They're not going to respect us as a group. They're going to like Snoop Dogg and pull him out. They're going to like Jay-Z, pull him out. They're going to like all the other little black dudes that they like, they cool. Oh, pull them out of there. Pull them out of there. We'll never love them as a whole. They don't even value each other. Pull them out. We'll value them. We'll show them value because we show them we value them. How are we showing them? We give them a check. They don't have no money to give them no check. Not only that, they ain't going to value anything about the money. Guess what? They ain't even going to show him no love. They going to beat him up, jump on him, kick him all in his ass, tease him about his shoes, tell him he ain't wearing Jordans, laugh because his pants got ripped. His mama, they starving over there. He come to school hungry. They teasing him. They taking away, ripping away all the value, putting all the value in the shoes, putting all the value in the clothes and the hair. They haven't even learned the value they sell. They don't learn the value what they put on.
Yeah.
Hey, man. But until we start showing each other value, no one's going to value us. No one. Don't expect it no time soon. And until senseless murders stop happening like this. When I say senseless murders. I'm not talking about a nigga roll down on you with some guns and you get the ups on them and bang them. I'm talking about senseless fucking murders. Until senseless murders stop because of jealousy, hate, and envy, man, nobody's gonna value us, man.
It ain't just, we see what happened on Nipsey Hussle.
It's everybody, yeah.
Not too long ago, we had the young dude, Extension, shot some haters lurking in the shadows, trying to rob them and stuff, out there in Florida, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, we got a lot of haters and niggas amongst us, that's lurking in the shadows, and they waiting for you to slip up or say something or do anything they don't like. And a lot of times niggas get killed like that. We be thinking it's just under that one incident. You don't know that this nigga personally didn't like the nigga anyway. You know what I mean? He used a incident as small as that just to take a nigga out that he didn't like status anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it happens a lot anyway when you see niggas having it. Man, niggas use little shit to take them out. Not wanting to reveal the fact you really took them out because you're a hater. You know what I'm saying? Right.
No, for real. Hey, hold on. We're finna take a few, we're gonna read off a few comments from the people here on YouTube and on Instagram simultaneously. Mr. Inglewood, I agree we should value each other, but if your life inside and out is low, how can you love others? How can you fix someone else's house when your house is in disarray? Well, it's all this, like I said, it's disarray. It's the reason why it's hard for us to be able to fix our own houses because no one is creating a pattern of showing of fixing your house. So we're leaving each other stuck. I'm not saying the problem is fixed. I'm saying the problem is broken. But a fixed problem is us loving one another. That's gonna fix the problem. In the situation that we is of trying to find value within ourselves, and which is good. But it's the sad part about it is, like I say, you can find all the value in yourselves, but until us as brothers, as one another, as a whole, see value in one another, it's gonna be hard to make it to the next level. Do you got something you want to say on that?
I mean, I agree that you do have to take care of your business at home before you start, going out. But you have to show, like I said, equal love, much love as you put into your house too. Don't mind putting it outside too, because what you put in this world is what you get out. You know what I mean?
Right, man. Shout out to Mr. Inglewood, man.
Like I say, the Bible would say, "Love thy neighbor." You know what I mean? He didn't say like thy neighbor. He said, "Love thy neighbor." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's right. Love thy
so, neighbor. And hey, man, and not just black or white. You know what I mean? It ain't about just black, white, green, Hispanic, everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We all got to get along. You know what I'm saying? But us together as black folks, we got to learn how to treat each other and learn,
to love each other.
Love, man, for real, because we the ones with the biggest problem. You know what I mean? Yep. Our race it's not about them. They having it good. We the ones that can't seem to get past go. You know what I mean? We're going to take out all the good ones before,
Hey, Ronald Haskins, we move out and whites move back, called gentrification. Yes, that is going on all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That is. Fella B, we are all products of our environment. That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. That is very true.
But you don't have to be a statistic.
You don't have to be, but statistically, we are a product of our overall. Overall, no. It's not too many people can break the chain, and when you see them, they're great. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mr. Inglewood, lack of value in self and each other is a moneymaker for this system. Jail, gang unit. Hey, that's true. That's right. That's right. As long as the lack of love for one another and ourselves will lead to that. I'm going to read a question from Instagram, and then I'm going to come back to YouTube. We also need to advocate for mental health. A lot of black people don't want to seek mental help because of the stigma. If parents are dealing with mental issues or addiction, it's hard to teach the children. Okay.
I got something I want to say about that.
Me too.
Okay, I want to say this about the mental health system. Mental health system created the mental health system. Right. So for us to indulge into that, they're gonna especially when they're gonna prescribe medicine.
Right.
For your brain.
I don't think that. Condition and mental health don't go together. You taking black men's condition here in this country as a mental health stage. Well, let's keep it real. The Europeans came over here and slaughtered a gang of fucking Indians and took over their land and moved them out west, enslaved black people and all type of stuff. And we're going to indulge in what they call mental health? Wouldn't you think that the whole system here is a mental health system? I think the condition of black men has the condition of black men and the advancement of the white men will have anybody looking crazy. Meaning if I took a 5-year-old and put him in a 10th grade class, he's going to look retarded, right? He's going to look like he might got some mental health problem. Mm-hmm. No, the condition. They have conditioned us in this manner. We don't have mental health problems. There's no mental health problem with young black men.
I tell you what we can use.
I'm not saying all of us ain't.
I tell you what we can use. Some counseling. We need some counseling about some of these murders and some of these kids going through these things. We can use some counseling.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about going to go see a psych and getting meds and all that pumped through the neighborhood. We don't need that at all.
Yeah. Blacks can need some good. They need that good counseling.
Yeah, counseling.
Anybody
can seek counsel. Even the wisest man
can seek counsel.
Seek counsel. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we do need more counseling.
Yeah.
And people to counsel the youth.
More positive influence. More men wanting to be role models. Okay. Yeah. If we can get more men to want to be more role models than to look like they balling, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I take it for instance, when you had those big cartel drug dealers, those dudes sold all the drugs, murdered people, killed people, but guess what they did? They went down and fed the towns and became they was like very intimate with the people. So it was hard to see the crimes that they was doing until they was able to really pinpoint it that these people are actually carrying on these type of acts.
Right.
So and it's just the same way with us. Yeah, okay, you want to be a D-boy or you want to be a player, a pimp or whatever, man. But be a role model to the youngsters. Don't promote your lifestyle when you know that your lifestyle ain't the lifestyle to actually be. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do that. That's garbage. You know what I mean?
And I like to say this too. More positive people need to take control over the music that we listen to.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the rappers. I'm talking about the big boys, the heads on up. People that's not trying to steer us in the bullshit ways. We need to take more control over our music. That's. I'm not saying we gotta make it all church music and all that, but we gotta take the drugs, the druggy people out of it. All the drug addicts that's making drug addict music. You know what I mean? We gotta see. When I was coming up, all the music had some type of message. It's not a rapper out that didn't drop an album that didn't have a positive song on the album. All of them are gonna drop something positive. They're gonna say something that's trying to steer us in another mindset and direction. You know what I mean? Now these young dudes, you can't hear nothing positive coming out of any of their music. So we do need people to take over the airwaves that's gonna pump a little bit more of that J. Cole and some of them more. Them dudes that's really saying something, you know what I mean? Some of these new rappers that really got something to say that's not just saying anything.
It ain't no positive. It ain't nothing positive.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing positive.
I think that affecting us.
Yeah.
Big time right now.
More Xannies and panties.
Yeah.
Xannies and popping pills and syrup.
What they say, I just fuck a bitch. Ooh, I just had some syrup. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, for real. For real. But hey, man, look, at the end of the day, man, let's spread the love. You know what I mean? Tupac was a positive dude, but he was around bad energy, but nobody that valued him. Stop glamorizing the street life. I think the realest was the message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Flash Church. I agree with that, man. Let me read some more comments from over here, too. Hold on, man.
Well, like I said, man, it took me a while to know, who I am and the value of me, you know what I mean? And at the time, not knowing who I was, it made it hard to really look at other dudes' life, black men life, white life, whatever the fuck. The value, you know what I mean?
Let's pray at the end.
But I do say that, like I say, you have to have an equal love for yourself for others too, though. Mm-hmm. You can't just be out here, I love myself, I love myself. That's the wrong attitude, man. You put that positive energy out in the world, it's gonna come back to you. Yeah. And I'm talking about for others. I'm talking about for people you don't even know. Mm-hmm. Never seen the day in your life. You know what I mean? Have a genuine love for them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you gotta be in love with them or whatever. Just have a love for your fellow human beings. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Because if everybody felt like that, this race alone, we wouldn't be in this position. Because a lot of the whites they got that evil heart wouldn't put us in these positions. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The love for human beings, the love for just another person. A lot of them wouldn't have been doing that shit they was doing. You know what I mean? we wouldn't have seen all that slavery. So that got a lot to do with, you know what I mean, all of universal love. Because, you know, maybe they love themselves too much. Master and that Big House loved himself too much. He loved himself so goddamn much, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, he had no love for no motherfucker but himself and his family. You know what I mean?
I gotta say, everything that we
problem. That's a big problem.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Huge problem right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say.
And that type of shit starts, big boy. And that's what started us with this shit. When you got somebody like Master don't have no love for us, and then we seeing that same type of shit, and we projecting it to each other, and so on and so on and so on. You know what I mean?
I had a preacher one day ask me. He said, "What do you live in your life for? Yourself or others?" What you think I said? He said, "What do you live your life for? Yourself or others?" I said, "Shit, I live my life for my motherfucking self." He said, "That's what's wrong with the world today. We think that we are living our life for ourselves, when in fact, you are living your life for others. No matter how much you think that you are living your life, you living your life.
I agree with that.
You living your life for others.
I agree with that 100%.
You want to know why? Your life means nothing to you but on how you treat others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when you passing through this world, if you live for 60, 70, 80, regardless of how long you live, you are passing through this world and you are living your life for other people. When you die, you cannot tell your life story. There's no man that has been able to do that, to tell their own life story after they died. Okay? Jesus.
And not just to say you can't tell your life story, but when you die, you can't even tell Jesus or God about your life story without mentioning others.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to have to mention others.
That's right. That's right. You living your life for others. You are not living yourself. So every good deed that you do, every time you love your brother, every time you love your sister, every time that you show courtesy and respect to the next man, that's you living your life. That's you. Like I said before, you can't go in the room with those qualities. They mean nothing to the world. Those qualities mean nothing to thyself, to yourself. You dig what I'm saying? The qualities got to be displayed to others. So when you live in this life and you running through this world, understand, man.
Preach.
You ain't living your life for yourself, man.
Yeah.
And stop thinking it.
No, I totally agree with that.
Everybody's watching.
I totally agree with that.
Everybody watching and everybody learning.
I totally agree with that.
Hey, man.
But to fulfill that, you have to have a self-love and respect to be able to properly take care of others.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So it all transcends. It's all in one. It's all one big ball.
Yeah.
It just can't get. It's almost like, you know what I mean? Peanut butter without the jelly. You know what I mean? It's all one thing. You know what I mean? It's worse than that. It is the jelly.
It's love.
All one.
It's just love.
It's all one.
Love. It's just one word.
It's all one.
It's one word.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Often imitated but never duplicated.
Yeah,
it's just
one.
love.
You got to love yourself,
man.
and others as equally.
Yeah,
You cannot say I just only love myself and don't love others as equal. You know what I mean?
You can't. You can't.
It's impossible.
But guess what? You know you can love somebody else too and love yourself after you start learning to love others.
I think it'd be hard to do that. That's kind of backwards to me.
Can.
But it probably can be done.
Yeah.
But it probably can be, you know.
You said you love your mama before you said you love yourself. You said, well, grandma, you loved her. You told daddy you loved her.
Yeah. At that time, when you're a kid, you
learned to love them before you even loved yourself.
Yeah.
Did you know I learned to love my mama before I learned to love myself too?
But when you're a kid, that's just innocent love.
No, I'm talking about
when you get older and you actually know what love means,
you
learn how to
really
give it
love
back.
your mama, love yourself.
When you learn how to give it back,
jump in front of a bullet for your mama.
Properly love and give it back.
For a bullet.
But listen,
love so great for his mama. Tell me for the
okay,
bullet.
when you kid, yes, you're gonna say that.
Real talk.
But when you get older and you actually understand the meaning behind it, and it's time to give it back. And it's time to show it in a different, in another manner besides just running up and getting your mama a hug. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's more than just to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, look, he said that's natural though. Hey, look, see, at least you agreeing. You right. It's right. It's natural to love others first. That's a natural thing. That's just something that we're born with. It's natural. And when you not being shown that, guess what happens? You stop loving everybody.
But guess what
when
happened?
You're not shown that.
But guess what happened? You know why you love your mama?
Mama start kicking you.
You know why you love your mama? You know why you love your mama? You know why you love your mama? Because she treats you right and she treats you with respect and love. And the reason why she treats you with respect and love because it's something she has installed in herself, obviously.
Yeah, but what about the mamas? What about them deadbeat mamas that wasn't taught love, and then they start beating on their kids?
A lot of their kids don't love them anyway. They don't like them.
No, the kids been them love them, and they been them beat their kids and shit like that.
Some of them kids don't give a fuck about them.
No, they been beat their kids like
about
that.
them and hate their mamas and don't want to be around them and be around people that. Them be the same chicks you be seeing on YouTube fighting their mamas and daddies and shit.
Hey, look.
Them be the same ones on World Star. Hey, look. Them be the same ones on World Star fighting their mamas and shit.
That little girl.
Their mamas. That's old girl that was on World Star beating her mama ass.
Yeah, her mama was a piece of shit. You could tell.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what happened.
Her mama treated her like a piece of shit when she was a kid.
And her mama probably treated herself like a piece of shit as well. You know what I mean? So it's something that's installed in yourself. So them kids that do love their mamas, trust me, the mamas showed that to the kids, and that's why the kids showing that to them.
Susie Hill Church. Hey, look, you start beating on them kids, man. Shit. Hey, look, nigga, your kids love you so much, you can whoop their ass, and they'll come back and be hugging you next in 10 minutes. Hey, look.
Yeah, okay, I feel you on that, but that's just like the whoopings and all that shit. But when you start abusing your kid, your kid go run to the police on your ass.
Look, I was 10 years old. I know. That's what I'm saying. And that's what happens.
All that shit.
That's what I'm saying. What happens is you're not teaching them love, then they'll stop loving you. And then they'll stop loving other people. They come in the home. It's so serious that our black men is out here killing each other. That this shit is coming from their home.
Yeah, they wasn't taught love.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
that mama didn't teach them nothing. And then they come in the house with no black daddy. So the black man ain't teaching the black man how to love the black man. You got the black woman, teaching the little black boy how to be ran over. He ain't teaching him how to love the black man and be a black man and have love for one another. And you respect one another. You see a black man, you shake his hand, look him in the eye. They don't teach that.
Yeah.
You know, as a child, although you have this great love, but what happens as time go on, you start losing it. Nobody's just teaching it. Nobody's displaying it. It's almost like anything. Like they say, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? That's how life is with respect and with honor and love. If you don't use it, you're going to start losing it.
Yeah.
It's an exercise every day.
That's how I totally
every
agree
day.
with you, man. It's a one thing. You can't have one without, like I said, man. You can't love yourself without loving others. You can't love others without loving yourself. All that come together, man. You know what I mean? It's a ball. It's one thing. You know what I mean? Period. There's no way around it.
You said a lot of broken homes, man.
Yeah.
Hey, official Lord Peso, man. I swear. Hey, look, my mama did an awesome, good job. What she had to do raising all the kids she raised. But my mama could not teach me love for the next black man, nor love for myself. Actually, I loved my mother way before I even learned to love myself. I loved my daddy and grandma dearly. You know what I'm saying? And I actually love them more. I value them. And but that's what makes grandmas valuable. A grandma could be the most beautiful, loving grandma in the world, but if the family members around her don't give her that value and that love, then that grandma is just a loving grandma sitting in the corner by herself that don't nobody even know. You know what I mean? And it's almost like the ladies, the people that's left in the senior citizen home, where they don't have any more value to the family, or the family is broke and down. And
cause a lot of them, the kids is drug addicts and all out in the streets, spread it out, and barely valuing their lives. Shit, they barely get by. They in shambles.
Oh, he at the crib, Rockwell Gardens. Yeah, nigga, you out at the crib. Yeah, he at the crib.
Real talk.
Yeah,
but hey, man, like I said, I totally agree with you, because I don't think you can have one without the other, though. I think all of it goes together. You know what I mean? I think it's impossible to not have love for yourself and love for others. You know, love for others while having love for yourself. I think that's all go together. If you only love yourself, you're lacking in that department, and you don't even know what love is, because you only love yourself.
Yeah, so what good are you? What good are you to others if you only love yourself? Like if you what good are you to others if you only love yourself? Like, for real. Like, what are you? Who are you? You only love yourself. Who are you? They want to know, who are you? What's your name? You only love yourself. But when you can show that, when you show that love to others and give others that love, oh gee, what's going on, church? Hey man, we staying active and attractive. You do what I'm saying, man. Hey man, it's a Thursday night, man. We done been on this motherfucker damn near what, man? An hour and 20 minutes, man. We done been on this bitch an hour and 20 minutes. Really chopping it up.
Yawning and shit.
Me and Prince Famus, man, we going live, no jive, man. You dig what I'm saying? The battery's going low, but we ain't tripping, man. We getting ready to end the show. You dig? Hey, man, I salute everybody that came out here, man, and that came on to the live, man. If, hey, make sure y'all tune in. This is what we doing. We right here, man. Live, no jive. Me, overall, at the end of all of this, guess what? To me, I think Nipsey Hussle was an inside job. I think it was inside. I think as time go on, now I'll tell you like this: if we don't see nobody else get investigated for this, if we don't see nobody else get investigated for this shit, and all they do, then we know there's some government shit. I'm gonna start thinking like y'all. I'm gonna start thinking, okay, it's some bullshit. But if some more dudes popped off behind this shit, then I'm gonna say, okay, all right, yeah, it's an inside lick. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no motherfucking way in the world, man. A man could be sitting in his own parking lot and nobody else there gave him the okay or was in on what went on that day. I don't know. I could be wrong. If not, hey.
Could just be the belly of the beast, the nature of the game. You know what I mean? He was inside the heart of the hood, so we all know. You know what I mean? We all from the hood. People that ain't from the hood, if things go down, you know what I mean? You can be driving through there and be too Jay-Z and catch a bullet in the head from a straight one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think he was just easily accessible for the type of guy he was. You know, only he'll know why he was so easily accessible. He could have had security, like he said. He didn't tell us security. That's what we heard, but
Yeah.
When you go to the hood and you don't have security like that, and you're a guy like him, you gotta understand things happening and drop a dime, drop a hat,
man,
just like that. Boom, shootouts go down.
For real.
Niggas get killed.
For real. And to me, you would think that was a foreign hood. You would think that he was laying in foreign land. For anybody. I mean, even for the people inside of the barbershop to not have had a pistol inside of that inside of his store for robberies. You in the heart of LA. And y'all don't have straps in the store?
You're right. The man shoot him.
Come on, man.
Come back, shoot him again.
Come back,
then come back and kick him.
Kick him, shoot him, kick him. Then nobody grabbed the gun in the store. Nipsey's store is there. Nipsey Hussle's store is there. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, really think about that.
I know he had a pistol behind that counter, but we
don't
know who was working. Could have been the female employee that day.
Man,
we don't know.
Lord have mercy. I mean? Jesus, man. If I got any females that's around me that know me, and you got a pistol and you see a nigga busting, please bust back. Female, please bust back. Don't watch it. Don't watch the nigga go like that.
See, let that motherfucker ride.
Let it ride, man. For real.
All through the window, huh?
Man, come on, man. Let that nigga know. Because look, if somebody would have acted, Nipsey only got shot the first time. Then he was putting his hands up like this, telling the dude, no. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord, man. When I seen that video, man, do you know some cats came on my post and seen it and was like, man, please, OG, I know this your channel, but could you please take it down? And you know what, man? I said, you know what? I'm taking this shit down. I'm not finna let them see. I can't have it on my channel. With a man doing like this, man, asking a man, pleading for his life, and that son of a bitch shoot him and kill him again. You know, I mean, man, you know, I just, and you know what really make me mad is that they got a nerve to grab him and take him to the white man system. Give him to us. Mm-hmm. Give him to us. Let us handle our people. Let us handle our people. He got some family members that would love to be the firing squad on his ass. I mean, like, what do you need y'all fucking system for? Oh, he need to go through due process.
Find out what's going on.
What due process do you have to go if you got video showing this dude walking up, gunning the nigga down, shooting the nigga down, shooting other people, leave, come back, shoot him some more and kick him? What the fuck what do we got to go through a process for? What process do we need?
One thing we know it was more than just what he said right there. It was personal.
Yeah.
They've been around each other for years. You know, but okay, look, you got a guy that's been around him for years. This dude want to rap too. He probably always wanted to be where Nipsey at. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this dude been in the background, probably slowly, you know, hating on him. You know what I mean? And just couldn't wait to get to where he was at. You know what I mean? And never got there and just took out his frustrations, you know, on Nipsey. One argument, ready to lay him out. That's all it takes.
And then his homeboy that owned the store with him, I think the light-skinned dude, he lied. He lied because he said dude grabbed a burger and dude went his way and he was talking to Nipsey and he went in the store 3 seconds later, the dude walked up and shot Nipsey.
Right.
I mean, that story don't sound right. Now you know
don't.
Organ trafficking and shit too. That shit just didn't sound right, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. How the fuck,
nigga? About that organ trafficking.
Yeah. Shit too. Government beyond those government paid tax.
Well, us as black folks, we the biggest conspiracy theory motherfuckers in the world. Everything that go down, we say is a conspiracy.
Cause that we done had so much shit.
Yeah, I know. we call that game shot. We game shit.
They done fucked us up so much.
We had so much game ran on us, man. Everything a conspiracy.
We know our whole existence on this land was a conspiracy.
Everything a conspiracy. I don't give a fuck, man.
For real.
Hey, man, we so deep in that shit. We said, goddamn, them motherfucking niggas in Chicago getting killed by the motherfucking police. It's a conspiracy.
Man, for real.
Hey, motherfucking niggas get knocked off in the shot so hard, niggas start saying, that's the police. Man, shit, hey, man.
For real.
Hey, man, niggas, man, hey, man.
You can't trust these motherfuckers.
Hey, man, I would like to say it's the police, but truth be told, that's our crazy ass people, man. We be acting a motherfucking donkey, man.
Yeah, he said many ended. Okay.
You think it's the police killing all these niggas in the hood dressed in black?
Yeah, I think they got something. I think there was something going on.
You think that the police killed Nipsey? I'll tell you what. Take your ass to one of these clubs at night.
I think they have something to do with them. I mean, personally, I think it's a bigger picture. We'll find out. They mob run Chicago.
Start selling dope.
Church.
Start selling dope in the hood every day. You'll find out. You'll find out real quick.
Done. 773.
Start robbing niggas.
Hey, man. Hey, look. In the meantime, in between time, man. Hey, man. Start showing love to your brothers, man. And put them motherfucking guns down. Man, we out of here.
That's what it ultimately